Welcome back to Stellaris. Now I'm a bit lost on where we were in the last episode, but the thing I do remember best is being utterly confused by the chain that's going on with the Horizon Signal, the Loop Temple, the Messenger, and all that crap. Apparently we need to send someone down to Mindara. Transport ship should be done sometime soon. But in the meantime, we have the looped syzygy to take care of over there. So we'll send our fleet there. The next motion in the Senate is to form the Galactic Market. After that, buzzword standardization and regulatory facilitation, which both benefit us quite extensively. We're now the most powerful, thanks to the former resolution, which was the apparently it hasn't been passed yet. Cooperative Research Channel is in session, so multiple years until that happens. But that will benefit us in terms of diplomatic power as well. But yeah, the Thirties Confederated Systems have declared war on the Sidran Animus. Not sure what the war goals is. Would be nice if they would actually show that. Then again, maybe they'll add some kind of spy thing in the future. Now that they've added envoys, maybe we can have spies inside of the other factions to see things like that. That would be cool, actually. We're going to settle on the spine of Spirilla, which is a Gaia planet. And these guys are going to be intervening in that. I'll explain more when we get around to that point. Now let's go take Yidus. Should stay out of the Deleos system. The automated dreadnought requires a rather powerful fleet. Now I wonder, are we done? Oh, there's an emergency buoy here. Can I? Yeah, we're done. Faction founded. The new faction has recently been gaining traction in the internal political landscape of the Star Cult of the Tentacle. Led by Governor Therion Dracos, they call themselves the Free Citizen Watch. Oh dear, it's an egalitarian faction. Now we have internal heretics. What is this? We have 14% egalitarians. Approval 5%. Well, these guys are going to be called the Heretical Egalitarian Guild. Outcasts. To refresh the outliner, and the name shows out.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Nerve. Okay, we have railguns. That's the level 3 version of the projectile weapons. The latest in electromagnetic accelerators, railguns use twin parallel rails to fire projectiles at incredible speeds. Now, yeah, I guess our research facility is done because our food has plummeted and our research has not plummeted. Let's get the super solid materials to get 20% engineering research from researchers. Let's have a look at the planets while we're at it. As you see, all of the farmers are now working as researchers, which is why we have an issue here. So we really need more people on this planet. And for the time being, since we have 25 available jobs, I do not think that I want to build any kind of building here that will mess with that particular venture. The Temple of the Squid. 2 available jobs, 4 available housing. The rural world. I don't. Oh, we have governor of the Holy See. Let's recruit Tivik and see if we can get. Right, Ice Guy. Here we go, intellectual. Wally. Let's just fire these again. And don't worry guys, if you're following the series, your name will reappear. That should also increase our research even further with 10% additional output. So that's about 20 on each of them. Because more or less, well, about 14 on them. More or less all of our research comes from this. The rest of the research is from the research, what are they called? The research stations. Temple of Nautilus, they have issues with jobs. Now, I think we will build a 17-size planet. We'll build a few agriculture districts here. We'll even replace this generator district with an agriculture district because we don't really need. Why isn't it working? What's going on here? District, place, district. Okay, well, I don't know. Could work, but apparently it doesn't.
System survey concluded.
Ransomier's SOS. The boy has been verified as one of Tentacular make, and the signal it's relaying has been stabilized. Tentacular authorities, identify yourself. Hello? This is the captain of the Luxion, Tentacular civilian transport. Former captain. The Luxion is gone. We were boarded by pirates and taken captive before they blew up the ship. Captured you. I think they call themselves the Ransomeers? At any rate, they're a vile bunch. We'd all be dead already if they didn't think they would get something for us from the Star Cult of the Tentacle. I've overheard them discussing their demands. We can try to rescue them. Do that. Oh, thank you, Holy Director. We're being held in some space station, but I've no idea where we are beyond that. I will increase the transmission burst now, which should let you triangulate the location of this prison from the emergency buoy. Now, where is it? It's pretty possibly going to be inside of the Pedamian compact systems. Back on that. Oh. There. That's not going to be a problem. Hold on, my battery is running out on the headset. I will just pause the recording momentarily. There we go. I could use some more shipyards. Let's use this place temporarily. Shipyard facility.
Research concluded.
Have now the Research Institute, a bid for interplanetary resource pools and more flexible research grants. Excellent. Omega theory. I have no idea what that is. Let's get that. And then we want to build the Research Institute on this planet.
Interstellar debris analyzed.
We have analyzed the debris in Shialia, wherever that is. Oh, it's up there. Well, then, time to survey. One thing we probably should do while we wait for that food is to build... Oh, I don't have them. Well, we should build the deep space black sites. Maybe we can get rid of the... Caledorn faction. Be nice. I think I set Cathedral. Need to upgrade Starhold. We also need to build Starport in Shrine of Spirilla. Is the Senate coming along? Supporters? Seri Free Traders and an exploration treaty with Satao State.
System survey concluded.
I have you move over there.
Construction completed.
You go attack that guy.
Research concluded.
We've completed the research into Xeno diplomacy, which gives us 10% diplomatic weight and the ability to build an embassy complex. That has to be built on the capital, by the way. Advancing our understanding of interactions with and manipulations of Xeno is a necessary step in forming more permanent interstellar alliances. Psionic theory, thank you. Waiting for that. Our rendezvous, the captain will be. Petrix is silent in the days that follow. It is no small thing to order your own death, but in time that silence becomes a determination and an almost reckless confidence. Guys back. Repair. And build a couple more shipyards in Rasa Station, and then we can remove the shipyard here and replace it with a trade hub. Have a Federation Association offer that was given.
A new world of opportunities awaits.
Me and Anna. Keep off the grass. Visiting entity. Welcome to Wenkwort. Whether this visit is your first or your 100th, we are glad to facilitate your appreciation of the gardens. On behalf of the Audon Caretakers and in accordance with Directive WAP 715, I ask that you refrain from harsh intrusion upon the biota of planetary designate Wenkwort Artem. Failure to comply with our guidelines will diminish the survival odds of all concerned. Directive? Who are you? I am the automated custodian of the system designated Shrine of Spirilla. I represent the interest of the Audon Caretakers, here and in other systems of the Auran Empire. My role is defined broadly as protector of and guide to all you see around you. Directive WAP 715 curtails the industrialization of Akamor-class worlds, such as designate Spine of Spirilla. Only you can prevent mass biome extinction. How can we help? Splendid! Guidelines will be delivered to you imminently. In summary, Directive WAP 715 allows for responsible, non-destructive use of the Wenkwort Gardens. Great importance is attached to preserving these worlds' existing character. However, we do not wish to stifle development within. Error, Imperial beacon out of range. Requesting urgent monitor division dispatch to coordinates 19C14A05. Failed. Retrying. Failed. Retrying. So, the Winkworth Custodian modifier has been added to the planet, giving the following effects. Unity from jobs, 40%. Artisans output, 20%. Minerals from jobs, minus 80%. And energy credits from jobs, minus 30%. And that's why I want this planet to be focusing on agriculture, and artisans happen to be the ones that make alloys and... No, they happen to be the ones that make the consumer goods, so I can move that off to that planet together with the food, and then I can replace these with alloy foundries or in research facilities. Let's research that project. Has that troop been recruited yet? Yes. Research project gonna take 795 days. Crap, I got it. Well, there's nothing to do about that now. I could have save scummed, but I'm not gonna do that. Oh, Nabsamisi. Here we can build a binding. I think there's enough for you to do, so I'll keep you in.
Research concluded.
Disband. You I can keep, you I can keep. I don't need two of you. Disband you. Akar's Vortex. Disband you. I don't think I want to disband that. For the heck of it. Let's send that back to the cathedral. But really Fisher. Entropic recursion. Future glimpse Omega theory. The universe tends irresistibly onwards and downwards. That tendency cannot be reversed, but it can be subverted for a price. I don't know what that is. Let's get the applied quantum physics. No, we don't. I really don't need this, so... And we get a new tradition. Let's get the Federation. We have any good friends, but these guys can't actually enter and find a Federation. Vesnat Galactic Coalition. They are in a Federation. They would candidate. A very good, to be honest, but I think an envoy would. Have to be on excellent relations. I mean, why not? Let's try. There's a there.
Construction completed.
a lot of construction done. As the envoy, they must be at peace. Okay. Temple of the Squid Starbase has completed. Church of the Octopus Starbase completed. Shrine of Kamui has completed. Temple of Nautilus has completed. Spirula also. This place has mineral mining. Not really any trade value. Consequent. These two. Very piracy. Danger. Act anyway. Very low. Okay, so I would need 3 hubs to get that until that thing is done, so I don't think I bother with that. Get some spatial foundries and some space factories. Large solar panel network. And a deep space black site. The rest, solar arrays. We'll build that research station, thank you. And I don't think I want you to hang out there, Peps. Why don't you go to Blan?
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Here, Petiverus. We've finished our research into super solid materials, which increases our engineering research from researchers by 20%. The productivity and understanding of super solids are of immeasurable value to any and every space-age civilization. I think that it is a good idea to get the modular engineering, actually. With that incoming in 18 months. Sadly, I cannot. I think that's a UI error thing. So, the mod scaling thing, but that's okay. So just be aware of that. Okay, we have buildings to build. Don't have. There is stuff. We need 1 synthetic crystal plant somewhere. I guess this is as good a place as any. Build it here. Nautilus, this planet. Food processing facility. I don't need 3 planets focusing on food. This one, food as well. This one probably won't focus. Let's ignore food on the Temple of Nautilus for now. Not really anything special about this planet except for the fact that it's a Gaia. No, we do want more crystals, so I think we'll go with a synthetic crystal plant. Or maybe not. No, we'll go with a crystal plant. We're going to remove these districts. Here, not sure. I'd probably focus this into energy. I don't have the energy grid yet. So let's just build a couple of generator districts for now. And 2 city districts, and leave it at that. Oh, something that we should do. We should talk to the curator order and ask them to aid us in our research. 2,000 for 10% research speed is definitely something to pay for. Shame that we get time.
Construction completed.
The messenger possibilities. We've established that the escape pod was the kind of commercially available knock-off common in the previous phase of galactic civilization. No new technologies or other insights. The remains of the messenger, however, are another matter. It's unmistakably an ancestor of or a variant of the holy tentacular species. Perhaps we have cousins out there, or perhaps we were subject to genetic manipulation by a precursor race. Your own is requesting permission to conduct more extensive research. Release the funding.
Situation log has been updated.
Really need to get this done, that out of the way. You go down to Gorassus, please. The AI is just bizarre when it's doing things like that.
A special project has concluded.
The messenger leashed. Your own has reconstructed the messenger. It's quite impressive, worryingly so. It seems to be considerably more robust and aggressive than our current edition. There is some confusion about whether we were the source species and the messenger is the modified version, or whether the messenger was our ancestor. Your own is firmly of the latter opinion, that we were once much more of a warrior species and that some meddling precursor muzzled us genetically. Indeed, they consider the loss of our martial abilities a tragedy. Such a tragedy that they have undergone a retroviral treatment to alter their own physiology to that of the messengers. They insist that this will equip them much better to continue the project. I don't think this is a good idea. This would probably make my people militant. A creative form of treason. Execute them, please. Which means that your own was executed. Which is a shame. Alilana, you be a dear and take over that department, please. Thank you. Oh, building. Now reinforce this fleet. Gonna go after the miners. To build mining stations there, but those good. Done. You're not doing anything interesting at all.
Construction completed. Construction completed.
Good. So you guys should probably set Starbases to be your home base. The Coils of God, empty temples. A report has come in from our observation team on Mindara 1. The ceremonies of the Coils of God have ceased. In fact, activity across the planet seems to be at an all-time low. The report indicates that the team are going to follow up with low-altitude passes in a stealth survey craft over a major population center. The follow-up report confirms there is no activity on the planet at all. No vehicles moving on the road, no emissions or thermal signatures in population centers. No signs of life. And here's the final report. The entire Jotor-Panis population of the planet is absent, with all the business of a sudden but not violent exit. Meals left unfinished, pets unfed, the occasional house fire. Gravitational anomalies were recorded at the assumed time of departure. In almost every street, the looped chalk's sigils of the coils bear witness. The loop never ends. The civilization vanishes. I'm guessing that means that we do no longer have an observation post there. Let's disband this army. Do I have other starbases with shipyards? Didn't I get that done? Apparently not. Nanite actuators have completed. We have enough nanites to activate it.
Research concluded.
Time. The last one. 2 research technologies have been researched. We have psionic technology, Empire Sprawl from Pops minus 10%, that helps. The mind is in many ways a reflection of the universe itself, a microcosmos. All species may not reach this insight, but their minds are tools greater than any other. New research. There is no reason why we should not have selected lineages, but I think we want the off-world trade companies first and foremost. As for the other technology, we have completed the research of applied quantum physics. That's 20% research from physics researchers. The seemingly erratic behavior of tiny things can dramatically alter the way we think about bigger things. This one is gonna be too long. I could do lasers. Building anything here on purpose. Neither are we building anything here. We're lacking good food, which means that I suspect that we have enough population. Yeah, population to start farming. Good. We managed to get that faction down rather well. Now the last thing we need to do is build a black site here as well. Good. Then the trade hubs. Also get someone to do this archaeological site. Difficulty 1. We have Julie Fisher in the neighborhood, so Julie, how about you go do that? But I believe that this is a very good time to end the episode, so that is exactly what we will be doing. In the next episode we will be sending this fleet, the first Tentacular Inquisition, off to Bijal to make sure that we get rid of the Ransomers, and we'll probably get some balances from not being able to save the old properly or something like that, but it'll be fine. So thank you all so very much for joining me, and I will see you all in the next episode.